Hey guys, it's me, the Get Gamer, and today I'm going to show you some of the best free PBR resource packs. The shader I'm going to be using for the entirety of this video will be Seuss PTGI. I will link it and everything else, all the resource packs, just everything else down in the description. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay guys, the first pack on the list is Textureless. It is a 32 res pack that tries to limit its use of detailed textures and leaves them pretty blank, and instead relies on PBR for most of its detail. It has an old PBR version, a lab PBR version, so it'll work with most of the shaders you want to throw at it. It has most of its textures done. Look at that. Is that shiny? And it's got all its armors textured. Look at this magma. I really like it. It's more of like a really black coal with red. I really like that. The items, look at that. They're all shiny. Like, a lot of PBR packs skip on the items. And that's, you know, not ideal. Here's all the ores and blocks, and look how much depth these have. It's absurd. Let's go ahead and move on to the next room. Here's a bunch of different items again. I mean, look at this. Isn't that great? It's all nice and shiny. It's also got iron golems and some of his mobs with PBR. Look at this. This sheep has textures. And look at this veil. It's just amazing. All of this is great. It has a lot of depth compared to most PBR packs, but it doesn't feel overwhelming is the thing. A lot of the PBR packs that overdo the depth feel overwhelming, but I feel like the lack of detailed textures kinda balance it out quite a bit. Look at this. Oh, I really like this wood texture. This chest, I mean, texture. That is just great. Take a look at some of its doors, some of its workbenches. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the pack. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list by request of its creator is Optimum Realism. It is a very detailed looking PBR pack. The free version is 128x only, the rest are Patreon exclusive. It is definitely not meant for vanilla gameplay because, well, it's very incomplete and retextures many blocks in a way that would not fit vanilla gameplay. Let's set time the day. These are lanterns, for example, and some kind of terracotta. Definitely would not fit vanilla gameplay. The use case for this, though, would be, well, if you combine it with some other realistic pack and try to make a very realistic build. Again, not for vanilla gameplay. Look how good this. I absolutely love this texture. Just everything about this texture, amazing. It is cyan glazed terracotta. One thing I don't like is what the grass looks like. It's a bit, well, it's a little bit too perfect, I guess. Which, I mean, it's okay. These are anvils, hence the weird eye shape. These are torches. I really like the cobblestone texture quite a bit. Oh, again, look at this nice cyan terracotta. Look at that. Just absolutely perfect. We got a lodestone, crafting table. Look at that. Let's move on to the next room in their little exhibit. This looks like a little bedroom. Look at that. The bricks are very nice. The flower pots are a bit blank at the moment, but it's okay. These concrete textures, I feel like they're too repeating. You need some type of connected texture, I feel. Okay guys, I just want to give you a quick look at what Optimum Realism would look like if you tried to use it in just a normal Minecraft world. Right off the bat, you notice missing flowers, missing paths. It really is a work in progress pack. Ooh, look at this. That's really cool looking. You can really tell it's a work in progress, but despite that, I would still recommend keeping an eye on it, even if only to use it in creative worlds for now, maybe with a few other packs. Maybe eventually it will be complete enough to be used in just a normal Minecraft world, but at the moment that is not going to happen. I really like this wheat. It's just a thing. Oh, look at this. Oh, graffiti. Well, that's certainly interesting. I really like that a lot. I feel like more packs should have something like that where they have randomized textures to add graffiti and stuff. I really do enjoy that. This is the ender chest? Oh my gosh. So they turn this into a pillar. I actually kind of like that. That's a great building block for all your creative build. But that's it for this pack. So let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list is Faithful Pbr Autogen. It's a lot like Faithful Pbr, but it has been auto-generated. Basically, they took Faithful's textures, pumped it inside some program, and then it outputted pretty much close to what you see here. Oh, look at the signs. Even the signs have Pbr. Look at that. I kind of like the text shiny, actually. That's a really good look. Here's all the different ores in the pack. They did not cover the armor. Sadly, that's disappointing. Or the items. But it is still very new. But thankfully, since it's all been auto-generated, it was able to be created pretty dang quick. So a lot of the textures were completed in a ridiculously fast pace. Oh, actually, the iron swords and other tools have been all PBR. That's nice to know. I really like how the glass looks. It might just be my shaders doing that, but meh. I like it anyways. Here's the obsidian, all nice and shiny. Okay, here, let's go ahead and look at that farmland. Look at that. It looks a bit wet, which is what I was hoping they would do. Some packs don't, or well, they just miss that and don't make them look wet when they're supposed to be wet. Of course, they look dry when not by water, but in this particular case, they're supposed to look, you know, a bit wet. Here we go, let's move on. Look at all these. I like how dark the cauldron looks. Here's all the different doors. Smithing table, all of these nice things. Again, I like how dark that looks. They didn't cover the mobs. But yeah, it's a great pack. It's pretty much ready for vanilla gameplay. In the case that it does not get updated frequently, which it probably won't compared to the normal Faithful version, you can always take the Faithful textures underneath it and just like put it underneath it. Just normal Faithful textures. But this is right now in 1.18. This is more than enough textures. It is completely ready for vanilla gameplay. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. Okay, guys, the next pack on the list is called Realistic Grass. It is an absolute FPS killer. I'm on 128x resolution, I think, and just look at how bad my frames are. 32 FPS. With a 3070 laptop GPU. This is absurd. But it looks so good as a thing. They have even higher resolution, but it goes all the way down to 16x. And at 16x, you will have decent frames. It is meant to be used with other resource packs, obviously, hence why some of these weren't textured. For example, you can combine it with Optimum Realism, the pack we showcased earlier, and it would look quite good. But I would only use it for screenshots since, again, FPS. I mean, unless you like 38 FPS on the 3070. But other than that scenario, don't use this for gameplay. It's not meant for gameplay at all. But it really does look nice for screenshots. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. Okay guys, the next pack on the list is called Westera. It has the free 32 resolution and 64 resolution version. All resolutions above that are all behind a paywall. what I like about this pack is it doesn't miss many of the textures other packs would normally miss. You look at that magma block. I like a good magma block, mostly because it's one of the few blocks that glows, but also good magma done right just looks good. But yeah, it doesn't miss many of the textures other packs might. For example, the little water trails in farmland or paintings. A lot of Pbr packs don't seem to do paintings, but it definitely doesn't have all of its textures complete. You can tell by this, melon, but it is a work in progress still, so that is to be expected, but it by no means hurts the vanilla gameplay experience since it is mostly complete. That is a nice painting. Ignore this. This is just my shader messing around. Here are a few of the different interactable items. This, surprisingly, is a cartography table. You can tell by the compass and map, and because it says cartography table. At first glance, what I thought it was like TNT. Or like a barrel, but clearly this is the barrel, so that's it's a cartography table. But anyways, that's it for this pack, so let's go ahead and move on to the next pack. Okay, the next pack on the list is titled XEHD. I don't know, but it is a very realistic looking pack, but it is not meant for vanilla gameplay. It's not ready, but look at this grass. This is some of the nicer grass I've seen. It's very grass-like. By the way, ignore this. It's just my shader, because I have it set to 256 resolution to match the textures of this pack, but it doesn't like vanilla textures at that point. Look at these iron bars. They're really cool looking. Kind of look like a Z, to be honest. Look at it. Here's a bunch of the different ores and stuff. They don't have the lapis shiny at all. I kind of like that, actually. Oh, there's magma. Oh, this is really good magma. Look at this. Look at this. That's some really nice magma. Hold on, Tom. I'm gonna save this for later. Oh, look at that dirt. The art is very 3D. Here is obsidian. I mean, look at that. It's not shiny at all. Interesting choice. Foregoing the shininess. A lot of packs make the obsidian very shiny. Oh, they missed the water and the gaps. It still looks wet though, so can't fault them. I really like this birch. It's not too dramatic, but it's very detailed. None of these are textured. Here are the bricks. They're a bit too pink in my opinion, but oh well. And I wanted it to set time to night. That's why I held on to this magma block. Why is that glowing? We're gonna ignore that. Look at this. Oh, look at that. It's so... This magma is really nice. I like this magma texture. Okay, yeah. Well, that's it for this pack. This is the last pack on the list, actually. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you all in the next video or stream. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions or is there any packs you think I missed. Anyways, bye.